Hey, Power Hour listeners. This is Alex Epstein, host of Power Hour. I just wanted to let you know that, at least for the foreseeable future, there's going to be a change in the schedule. Instead of Power Hour coming out weekly, it will come out bi weekly. One reason for this is I want to do a lot more interviews on high profile other shows. And so this will free up some time for it. One implication of this is if you are in contact with any prominent podcasts, any prominent major shows, and you don't even have to be friends with the person or even know them. If you just encourage them on the internet to invite me, that can often be enough. So I'll have more bandwidth for that kind of thing. So feel free to recommend me. But we'll still be having Power Hour every 2 weeks, and we have some great guests coming up, including Saifedean Amos, author of the Bitcoin Standard, and also a new book coming out called the Fiat Standard. We're going to talk about how government intervention in energy and in science have huge negative effects. And then, maybe particularly exciting for listeners of this podcast, we're going to have Chris Wright, CEO of Liberty Oilfield Services. If you just do a Google right now of Chris Wright North Face, you'll see he has this really cool PR campaign challenging the North Face, which has been attacking oil and gas, and certainly coal in other ways, but most notably oil and gas, because that's what they use for their products, and yet they still want to dissociate themselves from it. And as well as Chris has an interesting response to the whole ESG movement, which you can find if you search Chris Wright, Liberty Oilfield Services ESG. I'm sure you'll find that as well. I'm also mentioning it in this week's newsletter, which you'll be able to find later at industrialprogress.com. But make sure you're signed up. Go to alexepsteinlist.com, and then you'll get my newsletter every week. All right, I'll be back next week with another Power Hour, and then every 2 weeks after that. So talk to you then.